Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here today with Hazel McGuire, who's the Chief Marketing Officer for Intrepid Travel. And we're going to talk today about, Intrepid Travel, as you know, is this very wonderful adventure travel company that keeps expanding. They now are really making an effort to market heavily in the North American market, and they have wonderful trips. And we've been working with them for a while now, and it really is. I've been covering them for a while, and every day they have something new. And today there is something new. It's short breaks from Intrepid Travel, and we're going to talk about this new product line and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Hazel, first of all, great to see you. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm great. And what a wonderful introduction there, James. Very,
Well,
very
I
appreciative.
hope I got it right. I know that's,
You did. You did.
but anyway, let's talk about that. This is a new line for Intrepid Travel. What are short breaks, and how many days and kind of what destinations so far do you feature?
So we have just launched 10 new short breaks. So those are trips between 4 and 5 days in length. And they join a refreshed range of another 45 on top of that. And the aim with a short break is really taking into account some changes that we are seeing in the market and really meeting our customer where they're at this point, which is looking for ways to either encompass sort of adventure travel into a longer travel product or indeed take shorter trips and get more of them in a year. So short breaks is really designed to tap into that. In terms of destinations, we do have trips or short breaks worldwide, but the new products, so the 10 new ones which we've launched specifically, are in Latin America and in Europe.
And so those, yeah, and then we're going to feature a list of them somewhere here, and we'll get a link to it. But why did you, Intrepid Travel, develop short breaks right now? Did you have shorter adventure tour programs in the past? I thought you had, but I guess this was a first for Intrepid. But why now?
Yeah, as I say, we definitely have seen some research in 2024. Our own research from our own customers suggested that over half of them would actually welcome a shorter product as a sort of addition to the longer adventures that we also have. And there's been some recent research by Harris. A new poll has just come out that suggests that 67% of Americans like to take shorter and more frequent breaks rather than longer vacations. So I think really this is about saying, how do we present a product that makes sense for the American market? The American market is super important to us. For Intrepid, it's one of our kind of priority markets in the coming years. So we want to make sure that we've got the right product in the right place for those customers. And I think what's really exciting about short breaks is that it actually offers a lot of flexibility either for customers but also for travel advisors, because it allows a product that can be fit into a longer product. So for example, after some independent travel or after another organized travel experience. But likewise, if somebody's looking to dip a toe in the water of adventure travel, some people have never experienced adventure touring and actually want to try it.
Right.
But asking them to book a 2 week holiday with something they've never done before is a little bit daunting. So short breaks is a great way to experience it. And likewise, for those people who want to be able to do something over a long weekend or take a shorter period away from work.
Yeah, so this is kind of a test out of and that person will eventually do a longer Intrepid trip as
We'd
well.
love to hope so. We'd love to hope so.
Yeah, no, it is a great way to try it out. And now, what kind of client is Short Breaks sort of designed for? What is your target? Who is your target customer?
Again, I think the target customer can be quite broad because we've definitely seen interest from younger customers who perhaps are just looking for, short, sharp trips, maybe with alongside some friends, but also people who are time pressed for different reasons, maybe family commitments or maybe just a lot to juggle in life. And again, looking for that kind of short, sharp trip away. I think for us, in terms of markets, America is really our focus with this
Right.
product. We have sales regions around the world, predominantly Australia, UK, Europe, and North America. But we definitely see short breaks as something that we're targeting towards our American customers most specifically, because we really see that that is tapping into, what we're hearing from customers and what we're hearing from the market.
Now, you're head of marketing. What are you doing on the marketing level to get this new product out into the market to the public, and especially for our purposes to travel advisors to let them know about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've launched the product with some content creators. We've gone out on the ground in Mexico and taken some content creators to share some fantastic imagery and some videos that really bring it to life. And in terms of our travel advisors, we are including some of that content and also imagery and up to date sort of, I guess, rationale why customers would be interested in this product all on our agent hub. So it's in one place, really easy to access and really easy to download for use by travel advisors as well.
Now, so that's how you're doing it. Now,
Mhm.
are there any challenges, or have there any challenges bringing this product to market? And if so, how did you overcome them?
So we have brought this product to market pretty quickly. Actually, we've
Yeah,
gone from first ideation to on the shelf, as it were, in 6 months. Which for us, at the same time as doing our kind of broader product sort of build for 2026, this has been quite a challenge. So the biggest challenge really is the fact that we had people around the world involved in this, in lots of different time zones, and lots of different regions, in lots of different countries. So pulling everybody together to work together and create this within six
right,
months was definitely a challenge. But I think the good thing about it is that we have 31 operational businesses, so destination management companies around the world. But because we are a vertically integrated business, we can work directly with our colleagues. So we're able to do things quite quickly because we are actually speaking to Intrepid employees who are as passionate about sort of
right.
getting a product ready for market as we are.
So you could turn it around really quickly, and that's great. And so now we have this wonderful new product. It sounds interesting to me. I've actually, unfortunately, never been on an Intrepid trip, but I would say,
That's
to do a short break to experience it would be ideal a way, and then we can talk about longer after that. But now, what are you most excited about for this short breaks product line? Why do you think this is going to be different for the company and also hopefully successful?
Do you know, I think for me, it is the fact that I think we can get in front of some new customers. I think that we can start to have more people experience what an Intrepid trip is and come away with that sense of connecting to a culture and to a place, but potentially in a shortened time frame because of those challenges we said earlier, whether it be vacation time or family commitments or anything else. So I think actually being able to immerse yourself, but do it in such a sort of small package of time is actually really wonderful. And you can go away for the weekend and come back quite, buoyed up. I think what the feedback we get from customers when they come back from an Intrepid trip is that they time and time again just say that they felt really connected to where they traveled, and they felt that they spoke to people who live there and help them understand what that culture was like and really immerse them in the food and the language and the ways of life there. And I think to be able to do that, or to be able to offer that to customers in 4 or 5 days, it's wonderful.
Yeah, so 4 or 5 days, and how many people are in a group for this?
So group size is around 12 generally.
Okay.
So it is a small group, and we find that works extremely well. What you've got there is a really nice close knit group that allows you to go to lots of smaller places, so lots of local eateries, and make sure that we're staying local as well. So locally owned properties, characterful, everything very sort of allowing you really to get to places that you couldn't get to in a larger group as well.
Now let's talk about those places. You said most of this is in Europe now, and just give me some examples of what you have.
To be honest, we've actually got a lot in Latin America as well. Some
Oh,
of the
okay,
new
so
ones
okay,
we
that's
have
that's interesting. Oh,
Guatemala
that
and
yeah.
Mexico, and I mean the Guatemalan one. I have to say, if I was living in America, that would be on number one on my bucket list. I think for the first one, because it's you're sort of hiking a volcano, you're going through forest trails. We've got a regenerative farming experience with a women-led collective there. We make tortillas with a Guatemalan chef. It's just honestly, it's chock full of really exciting experiences, and something that I think, again, you come back with that sense of really having made the most of that time.
Yeah, well, that's right. We should look for something close in, especially for the length of these trips. We really need something more close in. I mean, you can get to London where you are very quickly, but still, the best thing would be somewhere close like Mexico or Latin America.
Yeah, there's
So
definitely some fantastic options there. And then, yes, there are European products, but again, Europe might also offer opportunities to connect it. So you might want to do a little short stay somewhere and then go into a short break and do a little bit as part of a group, and then potentially do some elements independently as well. So I think for advisors as well, it actually offers a lot of flexibility to build the package around the customers to sort of understand what the customer's needs and wants are and actually say, well, this is something that can slot into potentially a longer itinerary, potentially if we're thinking about Europe, for example. There might be other things that they want to do whilst they're here, but this offers a really nice sort of adventure interlude as part of that longer trip.
I wonder if you could actually link two of these if you really want to. I think that's possible as well, right?
You can combine a few of them. Not all of them link exactly, but
Yeah.
again, the kind of the dates have been worked over a lot of holiday periods, over long weekends, things like that. So again, it's sort of thinking about how we can be quite clever with the dates and itineraries so that they work for as many people as possible.
And as you said, this is you've been targeting the North America market a lot over the last year. You now have a new offices, a new head of North America, who I've interviewed in the past, and he's great. So this is a way where you can at least get your customers to try out an Intrepid travel experience, and then they might want to do more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the idea. And also for those people who have experienced Intrepid, it's the sort of thing that potentially you can kind of slot in between long haul. Not everybody wants to do a long haul every few months. Not everyone's, is able to do a long haul every few months. But this is something that can offer almost that sort of secondary touch point as well for people who might already be Intrepid travelers or understand our way of traveling.
Well, this sounds like a way, at least for me, to experience Intrepid for a short haul quickly to see what it's like. And I think a lot of other, for us, for travel advisors also could do this to see what it's like to make sure this is right, really right for their clients. But I got to tell you, a lot of Intrepid travel trips are really great. They are all wonderful, and they are to go and experience them. And we always tell our travel advisors out there, go experience the trip and then you can sell it better. So this is the idea. So congratulations on this short breaks. We're looking forward to working with you to help market this out to our 125,000 travel advisors and get them doing. I know they're all starting to sell Intrepid even more these days since you're now really heavily targeting the market. But again, a great way to experience Intrepid and experience Intrepid in a shorter format.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we'll drop a couple of links also under the video for advisors to be able to download our travel agent newsletter, which keeps them up to date with what's happening in our world, and also our agent hub, which is where all of the assets that I spoke to earlier are housed and make it really easy to kind of interact with us and understand what we do.
What is there a URL for the agent hub, or is it just?
There is. If we can drop it in the
We'll
comments,
do
then
it in the descriptor
it's a bit
before.
of a little long URL for anyone to
Ah,
remember.
yes, one of
We'll
those.
pop in
Yeah,
the link, and that way nobody needs to remember it.
and you don't have to remember it either. So
That too,
that's
that too. Note to self: never have to remember a URL. Drop it in
there
the
you
comments.
go. They do get a little involved, but again, congratulations on this new product line. I think it's going to be a big success, and we're looking forward to getting more of our viewers and travel advisor viewers out there, both trying it out and also selling it, obviously, to their customers.
Yeah, can't wait. Thank you so much.
Hazel, great to meet you here. One day we'll meet in person somewhere in London or elsewhere, or maybe on a short break. How about that? We'll do one of
Indeed.
these vacations. Wonderful. And I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.